Well, hello, friends, neighbors. John, your whiskey neighbor here. Welcome to the deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon, and I thought I have to get out here and talk. I can't be in the basement. I just can't. So today we're going to talk about two big bourbon samples. Came up to me from Ray. Thank you, Ray. We're first going to look at, I guess I'll put the virtual bottle somewhere, but we're going to look at Noah's Mill from Willett. And then we'll look at Ironroot Harbringer. I'll get the name right, but Ironroot and Noah's Mill when we come back.
3, 4.
Well, thanks for staying with me. And as I said in the quick opener, we're going to look at a couple of big bourbon samples that came to me. The first one here, Noah's Mill from Willett. This is, 57.15%, I believe. So it's a pretty big, bold bourbon. And I don't really know the official mash bill. I've read a couple of times that it's, of course, it's corn, not of course, it's corn, rye, and barley, and the rye is probably somewhere around 13%. I'll put below what I think it is. But let's get into these samples in this beautiful sunshine. It's a full, rich nose. This is dark sugars, cooked molasses, quite a strong vanilla note. I was expecting maybe a little more spice, but it's more on that edge of walnut shells and rich oils. Out here on the deck, it's a lovely nose. Now outside here, I always find the nose is slightly less intense than if I was opening this up for the first time, down in the basement where there's just less air movement. But out here, it's beautiful. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Bold, lightly chewy. Again, strong vanillas, oaks. The spice palette is dark. It's a cooked cinnamon. It's not a bright aromatic cinnamon. It's layered into something cooked, some pastry. Not as much as the nut that I was getting on the nose has come through. We've stayed pretty true to really a cooked caramel, deep vanilla, oak. That is tasty. Okay, we'll go on to the second sample. This one's Ironroot Harbringer. This one, I believe in 2020, was declared the world's best bourbon. So pretty high expectations. It's also very similar in strength. 57.5%, I believe, 115 proof. And it has 4 heritage corn varietals in it and rye. That's it. Now percentages I really can't find, so I don't know how much rye, but no barley and a variety of corn, and all of it from Texas on the nose. Definitely more baking spices, but layered spices. We've got nutmegs, clove. Yeah, and I can get a little bit of dark alfalfa, like an older grass in there. Yeah, in comparison, oh wow, comparisons are fun. In comparison, the Willett just went way sweeter. Rich, sweet, honeyed, nut. And the Ironroot now is darker, a little more ethanol. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Right away, I'm getting a darker tobacco, leather, heavy char. And it is a little bitter on the palate. Try another sip. But rich. Again, playing into a much darker palate, especially in comparison. Oak forward, oaky char, a little bit bitter, leather, oiled. So good. I'm going to try them both with water here. I do that always if I have a bottle. With samples, I usually do it, but I've often been doing it off camera. So this time we'll put a bit of water in here. We'll see where it goes. Well, we let the water sit a little bit, and the neighbor's air conditioner's kicked on, so I apologize for the hum. Water on the Willett actually pulled it less sweet. It's more oak forward now. So it's shifted in it, and there's almost a sourness. Nose is definitely sharper with water. The Ironroot. Water had a different effect on this. Now I'm getting more brown sugars, caramels, almost as sweeter. There's still a dark sweetness, but a little more cooked sugars. Yep, water on the Ironroot. I actually like what it did with the nose. Back to Noah's Mill. It's certainly easier to move across the palate, but honestly, for my palate, quite a bit more bitterness. The oaks came out in the nose, which is okay, and the palate actually became a little bit bitter for me. So I'm not enjoying water on Noah's Mill. The Ironroot with water. A little huskiness, a little more char. Water's okay on the palate. So, obviously just first taste. Poured them out here on the warm but open air deck. They've been open for a while. I poured them and then I was waiting for the right time to come out. They've been in the glass for a good 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I think in comparison, these two, with water, I like the Ironroot more. It holds up to water. The secondary flavors are good. Overall, it's a darker, richer dram, but I would say Noah's Mill without water actually probably was where my favorite was going until I put water on them. So just really delightful, big bourbons. Neither of them, maybe I'm on a theme, maybe it's my palate, totally could be, but neither of them are really heavy, high fruit. They seem to be more toward, those oils, nuts, woods, darker spices. Yeah, the Ironroot was darker overall than the Noah's Mill, but neither of them are really big, bright, fruity bourbons. Instead, they're more spice-forward, cooked baking things. So, well, I enjoyed them both. Ray, again, such a gentleman for sending these. I can't get them up here, and they're just a delightful treat. Thank you, and I thank you for joining me out here on the deck. Hope you guys are having a really good weekend, and have a great week ahead of you. Take care.